Okay, I owe y'all. I'm late. I had to get my hookah together. So I owe y'all 8 minutes. Okay. I'm gonna get that good time back. I'm gonna get that time back. I'm gonna put a time up and I'm gonna come about 10 minutes early. That little girl in there had other plans for me. I'm trying to get my hookah together, hurrying up, scrambling, get ready. Shout out to my boy Self Talk. He put the video up. I'm like, oh shit. Let me hurry up and get on StreamYard. And let me hurry up and make my goddamn hookah. And then my daughter walked in the room like, Daddy, I need you to pause everything you're doing and do something for me. I'm like, damn. I was looking at the clock. I was looking at the clock. Excuse me, curse word. It's 2:01. But I was looking at the clock. But wow, let me pull this up and let me share the screen. Hold on. Let me share the screen. I was checking it out, so let me rewind it. So let's see what the time looking like. I'm gonna play it. I got 30 seconds. We'll play it at the 2-minute mark. Okay, you know who got this junk? Okay. Looks like we ready to go. So let's see. Don't quote me on this exactly, but I think it was a GM or one of the presidents of the Indianapolis Colts. I think he allegedly got caught with drugs, all kind of stuff. I need to find that clip. Self-talk? I know you're going to find the clip. Momma's cooking, bitch. He looked a bit off. So, have you ever looked at Josh Gordon, Zebo, or any of them guys like that? That they looked a bit off?
Well, at that time, looked at me and said, Stephen A., what you trying to say? Because they referred back to a tweet on October 21st, 2013, when Airsa had tweeted, he has not had a drink in more than 15 years. Well, I think that kept out the bag, to say the least. Now, clearly the man has an issue, probably needs some help, whether it's alcohol, it's prescription drugs, or whatever the case may be, and God bless him.
So, the owner of the team, that guy that's supposed to set the example, the guy that's making billions of dollars, that paying guys millions, he needs some sympathy. He just needs help. I just would like to understand how you come up with the theories and the things that you come up with about other guys and the ones you come up about other ones. Like, to me, it seems like the black players, the narrative that you come up with is way more aggressive. Your energy is way more aggressive. You're not thinking along the lines of helping. You're thinking along the lines of, you start talking about their money, their contracts. You said these two black brothers was the stupidest brothers you encountered that day when you were speaking of Le'Veon Bell and the other gentleman. So if you're not doing what I'm alleged that you're doing, how come your words keep proving that you're doing it? Shout out to Self-Talk and all the guys who's doing their research, because like everybody can eat off you. You've been talking for years and they can see the difference in what you say about certain players. And when you see them as black, you say they black. You mention that all over the news. But this $1 billion man allegedly can just get a pass because he needs help. He was looking down. Boy, I wonder what all the trauma these black players are going through. I wonder in the circumstances and being in the hood, I wonder if they ever had trauma. I wonder if you ever showed them some compassion like you just did him. But no, you get paid to run your fucking mouth, bitch, and destroy these players' contract.
You couldn't stay off the weed. Now it's DWI. I mean, hey, I mean, what's that? What's that? I don't know. Codeine, weed, alcohol. What's next? What's next? Now it's DWI. I mean, hey, I mean, what's next? What's next? I don't know. Codeine, weed, alcohol. What's next? What's next? I'm done. I don't want to hear anything.
Y'all notice how when it's the white owner, he need help. Yeah, he saw it in his eye. When it's Josh Gordon, he alluding that he gonna do other drugs. What's next? I don't want to hear it. I'm done. Show out the roll call, Stephen A. Tell other teams, you done. So this great man can have to beg for a job because he might have needed mental help too. You didn't say he needed help. Fucking piece of shit.
Sit there and stay on the weed by constantly coming up with excuses and giving passes to nothing short of flagrant idiocy. No.
$54 years old. He can't get talked about like that. Grown ass man.
Probably needs some help, whether it's alcohol, or prescription drugs, or whatever the case may be. And God bless him. We certainly don't want any harm to come to him or anybody else, by the way, if he's willing to get behind the wheel while he's inebriated. With that being said, let's not act like this is going to have an effect on the football team. Mr. Irsay does not play. He's the owner, owns 100% of the franchise, estimated to be worth about $1.6 billion according to Forbes magazine.
Shut your bitch ass up!
See, you bitches easy to beat. I told you you're dumb. Mm-hmm. And shout out for Self-Talk. Mama's cooking. Get a little taste of Mama's cooking. Why? Who sent you to those colleges? Who sent you to those colleges, boy? Mama's cooking, bitch. How come you ain't have this same energy? I need to find that clip. Self-talk? I know you're going to find the clip. We need to find the clip of I think it was the GM. Don't quote me on this exactly, but I think it was the GM or one of the presidents of the Indianapolis Colts. I think he allegedly got caught with drugs, all kind of stuff. And I don't think Stephen A. said nothing like this about him. Now, he's supposed to set the example. Allegedly, he's the president or the owner or something like that. Allegedly, now go check. It's one of them football team owners. Shout out to Self-Talk. That then got caught with drugs and all the things that the players get attacked for. And I didn't hear their yard dog attack them. Black mamas, he gonna talk about your sons next year. He gonna talk about your sons. Somebody said it was the owner. Yeah, let's find a story about the owner. Let's see. Let's see. He's the man amongst men. He's supposed to be leading men. Let's see if he got fined. Let's see if Stephen A. talked about, him losing his job. I don't think so. Ladies, they put these puppets and these figureheads in place so that your black sons will never be great. No matter what your black boys do, no matter what they persevere. Imagine what it took for me to get to the NBA with the situation that I was in. And the world know me as a bust and not as one of the most strongest motherfuckers you ever seen in your life. The world wanted me to react how an ignorant nigga would do. Fight a legend. Fight a system, a team of people that are afraid to say anything bad about it. And sorry that I missed your call, Jared Jeffers. You say MJ wanted to talk to me. I'm open to talk, but I don't know what we're going to talk about. And Jared, I didn't like you anyway. And you know that, so I don't know why you checked my goddamn phone. Because you ain't connected to nothing. You was the same guy sniggering and kicking when they was kicking them balls up in the stands. And when they was doing extra little dumb shit. When they was letting you and Brendan sit on the airplane while it's freezing motherfucking cold and I'm the only one getting bags. See, I don't mind Ricky hazing, but I mind it when you just send the guy out like that. But none of that shit worked. And all of you niggas either still in the same shape working for somebody while I'm out free as a motherfucking bird doing whatever the fuck I want to do. Ain't that's how life's supposed to work? Ain't that better? Patrice O'Neal, R.I.P. See, you'll never be able to dictate and control my actions because you've been telling me I was free and I believed you. Now that you done set that shit in my head, you can't get it out. And I'm here to expose the corny shit that y'all do to black males. Brian Scalabrine is known as the white mamba. Brian Cardinal, it can walk up erect like a man after getting $36 million from the same league that called me a bust. And I done played on one ankle with one shoulder and got the surgeries to prove it. But this is bigger than that. All these black boys get disrespected every time they persevere the strongest in the worst situation. They're not celebrated for nothing. They're highlighted for any little mistake that they make. It's highlighted. Y'all don't talk about what Floyd Mayweather has done in this goddamn ring while he's alive. Floyd Mayweather has been the greatest gift we've ever seen in the last 20 goddamn years. But somehow somebody keep telling us about everything they don't know about what he's doing out of the goddamn ring. Everybody has been taught to listen for the disagreement in the conversation. A motherfucker can say 90% things that you absolutely agree with, but that little last little 10%, that little last little bit is what you taught to focus on. You'll make that the whole conversation instead of, hey, let's focus on the things that we agree on, and then we'll build out from there. And maybe we all can get to 100. Because from your perspective, from expounding on the great things that we're talking about and doing, we might be able to push forward and get some better shit going. But they taught you how to compete and conflict with each other. Ain't nobody saying, come on, Kwame, P. Diddy, instead of saying, let's vote or die, hey, I like this young brother ideal. I got the network. I got the bigger platform. I already got iHeartRadio and Revolt. Shit, we should be able to get coding in schools like that. Nah, they don't want to talk about that. They want to go get podcast after podcast to say I'm crazy or I snap. I ain't the one having these little boys shooting the goddamn streets. What's crazy is what's going on. We need metal detectors in Lenox Mall. That's crazy. What's crazy is what these black young males, even with money in their pocket, they steady shooting in the goddamn street. Now that's crazy. It's crazy how we let this patch-eyed demon tell our little boys to suck dick and they're sniffing women's seats right in front of us men. Now that shit is crazy. And then we wonder why we can't get no goddamn respect for women. Anybody can come into our community and violate us. Where the men at? Oh, I forgot. They hide behind their wife. They taking direction from a woman. So when a man violates your big, tall, strong ass, and there's no offense. When a man violates you, instead of your manhood kicking in, and can't nobody stop your manly instincts. A dog know how to bite, and that's all they know how to do. They know how to follow orders and bite, and somebody took the bite out your big ass. And that's my opinion. Someone took the bite out of you. Because what that boy was supposed to get done to, he backed up. I looked at it again. You said he backed up and came up and did it again. That means he saw something in you. Don't nobody just walk up to no big ass nigga like you and do that. They took the bite out you and he saw that in you. I bet you nobody won't walk up to me and touch nothing. Because ain't no bite been taken out of me. Mm-mm. And they like you safe space niggas like you around. That's why they keep y'all at the parties. That's why they keep putting y'all on TV. Let's make sure he not violent. Well, goddamn it, violence is necessary when somebody violates you. That's my girl. It's my daughter and my dog. Big ass dog got to go out again. At least she probably trained good though. She gonna come hit that big old head on that goddamn door, or she gonna go get my daughter, or go get my son. So I know my son probably gonna lock her out the room so he can get at that game. But yeah, this right here, what we got going on, is this sad. And if us adults don't stop taking the money and start focusing on these kids' lives are not getting better with this money we take. It's not. We got to have trade schools back for these young black males. We have to stop tapping into letting these white folks tap into your ego and only focusing on your daughter. That's child abuse to your son. You had a boy and you had a girl. And it's time for you to start telling them, where's the black boy magic? We need these trade schools. We need this coding. This is revolutionary. Every time we talk about something with schools that can work, they always say, no, that ain't it. School choice, they didn't want to talk about it. They want to tell you about a name. Go look up school choice. It's happened for me. It's happened for Michelle Obama. It happened for Ice Cube. You were bused from a bad school to a better school. All of us are successful. School choice work. It already is proven to work. I wouldn't give a damn who created it or whatever else. We need results and not fucking your feelings. They done tapped into your feelings so much that results be damned. Black males are dead last in every category, and I'm tired of that. because I know we some bad motherfuckers. We just have to do whatever it takes for a check. And that's why you got Maddie and Jack acting and talking the way they act. Because they being protected. And that's why they ain't connected to nothing. That's why they can talk the way they talk. That's why a brother who's sick. Shout out to Self Talk for the video. Told y'all it's we the people. This ain't about me. These guys' words can eat them up. These guys' words every time will tell the story for themselves. With Charlemagne, all I did was tell people, go find the videos of him. His words spoke for themselves. With Stephen A., his words spoke for itself. He still won't answer why was he at those colleges. He still won't answer why was he at those high schools. Still won't answer. They keep trying to tell y'all about basketball. Keep wanting y'all to talk to me more about charity work than you talk to your politicians. Why is there not trade schools in our regular schools? Why are there not coding in our regular schools? People have asked me questions more than they asked, what's the lady name? Patrice Culliner or whatever her name is. You know, the woman who stepped down, shouting in the street, Black Lives Matter, step down. Whitest neighborhood. Okay. This is a shame. This is a shame. Ain't nobody holding us back but us. But you know what? They are holding us back because they pay us. They use our inability to create wealth. They use our ignorance on keeping our own wealth in our neighborhoods. They use our hatred towards each other that we don't want to see each other make it. We don't feel confident enough unless we get validation from white people, majority of us. Those same two brothers, if they thought they was everything they saying, they would have created their own podcast. There's YouTubers out here that done grinded over time, and they have bigger channels than me. They have better channels than me, and they've been around longer than me. They didn't have to go and make millions of dollars and get some white folks to get them a YouTube page when you can log into YouTube for free. The brainwashing is real. They're going to run around on every podcast and talk about Kwame. They're going to sway the narrative. But I bet they won't talk about coding, and they won't talk about trade schools. They won't talk about nothing that I've said that's real. They won't talk about a system, whether it be through rap, whether it be through athletics. They won't talk about the system that they have in place to bash these black men. And we can see the difference in the reporting. If you can't, I'm sorry about your eyes and your understanding. Damn, this hookah good. What they talking about in the chat? But anyway, somebody done slowed down my chats for me to try to get me distracted. I don't know why they ain't hauling ass like they normally do. But I won't be distracted by chats. I don't give a damn if I had to put something over the chat. The chats is for y'all to have fun. And I never got moderators because when I was watching people on YouTube, they would be frustrated with the moderators blocking people and doing all this stuff. And at the point that I'm at right now, the things that I've been saying, it's hard for me to even trust anybody, let alone a moderator that might not want me to say the things I'm saying. It might not want me on this channel. I let everybody come in here and show who they are. I let everybody come in here and say the dumbest shit ever or the smartest shit ever. It don't matter. It's what you saying, though. We should all have a right to say it, whether it be dumb as fuck or smart as fuck. I'm just more worried that if we start choosing who rights we can take away, that's what's causing the problem, in my opinion. If we all put together, I don't have to pay attention to the chats. Somebody might ask a positive question in the chats, and then that's the one I'll look at. Somebody in the chat said, why don't Self-Talk go look up the video about Robert Kraft for the New Orleans Patriots? And I don't know what he did. Something about a sex scandal, stripper scandal. Now, Self-Talk, you might hear that and go do another video. Because maybe Stephen A. didn't talk about that one as aggressive either. And that would further prove the point, which is the truth. Because that's all I'm here to do is bring the truth. And there's a lot of great YouTubers that can help show the truth. They got more knowledge of what you can play and what you can do. And it's time for us to share knowledge. They're trying to make this about me so y'all can focus on me and stop at me. But it ain't about me. This about the next wave of young brothers that's going to come up and be great and maybe have to go through this new thing called the fucking G League, where there's no purpose in it. They don't give a damn whether these players play well or not. You shouldn't draft them if you got to develop them then. If you can't let a guy wait 1 or 2 years, because that should be in the budget. Every deal, every business deal you get into, it ain't going to strike gold as soon as you goddamn sign the contract. When you're doing business, you got a 5-year plan. You got a 2-year plan. You got marks that you want to be at by this specific time. And that's how you gauge whether the business is going the right way or not. But you take these players in, whether they're out of college or out of high school, and you put all this unnecessarily shit on them, and you make them go to a G League so you can control what they make. Y'all go date back to the time where they changed how much money players could get when they was coming in. I think right before my draft or the draft before that, a guy that was the number 1 draft pick was slotted in at $60-70 million. And then somebody said, oh, no, they should have to prove it first. There's no evidence to show that a guy can prove anything, whether he went to college or not. This is all about money. A lot of this shit you see in life is about money. The bad that they do to our communities is about money. Look at what they do. They give a rapper some shine. He get a posse. They give another rapper some shine. He get a posse. Somehow them posses end up warring with each other. So many black men end up going to jail, or so many of them end up shot. And now that I'm speaking the truth, I went from a guy to be able to sit on my tractor and live in peace to now everybody got a problem with me. To now some of them saying, let's play in traffic. And all I said is you can get a fight. But playing in traffic is something I don't want to do. Going on podcasts with real street cats, hoping I disrespect either the female up there or one of the street cats so the young cats can wake up against me. A guy who said put trade schools in place, coded in place. Boy, I wish we could protect these kids like we could protect these fake niggas' job and their image that they got for these white boys. But that's all I got for y'all. That's the video I saw. I wanted to make me a hookah because my daughter didn't want to leave yet. But it's self-talk. If you get that other video, when I come back from Home Depot, I'll play it. Y'all have a great day.